Peace and blessings. I'm coming on here right now and I want to talk about an herb. And the herb I'm going to talk about is Haritaki.
You can't sit on the front of that desk like that.
So Haritaki is a herb and it's real good. Good for oxygen. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. And then I'm going to tell you what it does. Okay, so we at Haritaki and it's full of oxygen. Like if your body is lacking oxygen, Haritaki is for you. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then at the end of this video, if you look at it on YouTube, you'll actually see the actual fruit. It's a fruit. So I'm gonna show it to you. So that right there. I'm gonna show you the actual fruit. So this is it right here. See it? So that's the Haritaki fruit. And you're talking about oxygen. Like I'll put this in water. You can put it in water and let it sit. And the longer you let it sit, the stronger it gets. For real. So the longer you let it sit, the stronger it gets. So Haritaki, look it up. Its origin is, everything comes from Africa, but right now, the people who got it right now is basically the Indians, Haritaki. You know how you have ginger? Ginger, basically, for ginger, you have the Chinese that really promotes ginger. You have certain foods go to certain groups. So right now I want to talk about Haritaki because I spray it in my children's hair. I let it, you could create a tonic if you want. If you let Haritaki sit in some water for a while, you spray on your face, spray it as a toner. Haritaki is the king of herbs. I love it. I got it fresh. I have more than this. I have a lot, but I just got these 3 right here. Is because, man, if I could get a necklace of Haritaki, I would, because I love this herb, Haritaki. For real. Like, lately, I haven't been doing workout, so what I decided to do is, I said, let me get my Haritaki back again, because I wasn't really, I paused on herbs for a minute, and then when I start back up, I go hurry up and get some Haritaki. I go to my Indian grocery store and I get some Haritaki. Depending on what type of issues you having, you can look for the herb and get that. That's what you could do. So that's what I've been doing. Because the number one thing right now is oxygen. The number one thing right now is parasites can be in the system. Neem is good for that. Again, the Indians have that as well. So neem, like if you get the powder, you can make your own basically pills. You can take, what I do is I put I got these little teaspoons, real little, it ain't even a teaspoon. It's half, it's actually 1/4 of a teaspoon. So you know that's really small. I put that and I put each portion of the herbs, which is, I use sea moss, I use neem, I use turmeric, neem, turmeric, Haritaki powder, and amla. Amla helps to cool the whole system. Matter of fact, in Ayurvedic, they say amla actually, drinking amla actually helps your system. It does all of your system. You could do amla all alone by itself, but sometimes you want to, you know how they say basically everything comes it's 3. When you have mother, father, and child, all 3, you can take the herb. Like if you know neem, you know rosemary, you know different things that helps with parasites. You could take 3 of those particular herbs at the same. You know how you can have, if you want that, but I don't do that. I just use Haritaki powder. I use neem, the 1/4 of a teaspoon, and I use Haritaki neem, turmeric, and black pepper boosts it. So I do the black pepper to boost it. Then what else do I use with that? This is in the morning when I wake up. And then I use this it's this powder. It's like fat, basically. Healthy fat. I use that for absorption into the system quicker. So I mix all of them together, and I form it into a powder, a little pill. If you make that, you ever was young and made you a muddy pie? Well, you can make like keep blended in your hand or in a bowl until you get a little ball. Once you get a ball, you make it as small as you can take as a pill form. And the next morning, guess what? The next morning, you'll have, you could do it the same day in the morning if you want, but some people, they do it at night, and then the next morning, you take it as a pill. But I take one at night and in the morning. And that neem and all that sea moss and all that, I form it to a little pill. And I take that. Especially right now, I'm trying to get my body system ready because I'm going to start doing workout again. I stopped doing the herbs. And the only reason why I do the herbs because this food not like it used to be when our parents, our parents used to, they basically used to grow all their foods. Our parents, they would have farms. But right now, people don't have farms like they did back in the days. I know that my mother used to create a certain, vegetation, or she created certain crops. And what she would do is my aunt and different ones would create some of the similar crops, but they would do a little bit something different. And guess what they would do? When it's time for the crop to be ready to be eaten, what they do is they share. They exchange crops. She would give her some of this, she would give her some of that. But that's what they would do. So it's like we don't have, and then the soil is not like it used to be. And sometimes they abstract things, take it out, just like white rice. Different things, white bread. They take certain ingredients out to make it the color of white. Abstract all the ingredients, and then they sell it. On the other hand, they sell it to you in pill form. And some of them, they'll sell it to you, in powder form. So that's like right there. If you're not growing your crop, if you're not growing your own fruits and vegetables, it's best to try to, I'm not saying to go get no pills because supplementary, because sometimes they fill that with a filler and you don't know what the filler is. So it's best like to get your food supplements like matcha tea or real good green. You see green all over. That's really, they show red for the heart, but the heart really is green, which green is love. That's why it's everywhere. So, one thing for sure, health is wealth. One thing's for sure, we gotta eat better so that our future can have a chance. When you know better, you do better. I'm not saying we know everything, but when you know better, you do better. So what I've learned on this spiritual journey, and I'm starting a YouTube channel. I don't know nothing. I've been given dreams and I act on a dream. I mean, dreams, you know, I've been given dreams, so that's all I can say. So, health is wealth, and the best thing to do is to follow your heart and meditate and be still. And at the same time, take a minute for yourself, at least 10 minutes. The first thing in the morning, some monks, actually in the morning, they don't even open up their eyes the first thing. The first thing, they just give thanks. They don't even open up their eyes. They keep their eyes closed because when you first wake up, there's so many beautiful things when you first of all, your insulin levels are down. I didn't know that. So I just learned that I think my daughter told me about a week ago. She said, I'm thinking workout late at night, you know, before you go to bed, but you know how long food takes to digest. So basically, it's like you can work out in the morning while your insulin levels are low, because at that particular time when insulin levels are low, guess what? So that's what I'm doing now. I got 2 more days to get my body conditioned to start my workout back again. Because I was doing some arm lifting, my arms talking about crack. I was like, oh, okay, so I'm about to do some workout. But I'm going to start my workout back again. But, like I said, it's like you got to take time out for yourself and just follow your heart and ask questions. That's what I did. I asked a question, and I'm still asking questions. So, I just wanted to tell you about Haritaki. It's a beautiful herb. It's like, a lot of people don't understand your body, your organs, just hold memory. That's why I like to hold my heart after meditation sometime, or during meditation. I'll hold my heart, and guess what I'll say? I'll say, create in me a clean heart and renew in me the right spirit. Because just because you're walking around, your intentions are good and everything is good, but you could be holding things in your heart and maybe not allowing things to manifest because of your heart, you know, is all messed up. You don't even know it. Because everything holds memory. Even your lymphatic system, even the skin on your body holds memory. So sometimes you have to learn how to unwind. I can see it. And also, it's like, I mean, a lot of things. Matter of fact, when I did first start on my journey, I'm still carnal. I still am. I'm given dreams of like different, like I'm being communicated to, but I don't want to listen to them. I said, no, I've been taught this way. And they just go away like, okay. That done to me in a dream, and I wake up like, I thought I was in reality. I'm tripping over in a dream. They trying to talk to me, and I'm telling them, no, this is how I go. I didn't know I was in a dream. So I had created a book, and what it's called, the book is called How to Get Any Man You Choose to Marry You. You can get, I wrote a book, it's a manual, and it's called How to Get Any Man You Choose to Marry You. And that book, I tell people how to get a man to be like, basically, when they go home, everything, they just think about you. I was so carnal. I'm thinking about that. But actually, some things you be trying to do physically, and it's the spiritual. The spirituality is in you trying to communicate with you. And the reason why I always say spirituality is because it's a universal language that I can say. Some people say God. Some people say Jesus. Some people have different language because we don't live, I'm not boxed in. So Some people call it different things, but just like you hungry and the baby opens up his mouth to eat, even a bird, I know they want food. There's universal languages. Like right now, I'm learning sign languages for babies. They do sign languages for babies. Like babies can't. And it's a universal language. Like I can communicate with somebody from a different country without even opening up my mouth. Matter of fact, in dreams, when you're in dreams, I don't even open up my mouth. We're communicating with each other in a dream. And the surrounding and everything. In dreams, everything is so bright. It's so bright in dreams. I don't know why. And when you're in a dream, all I can tell you is about what I know. All I can tell you about is my experience, my walk. And you can begin to walk your walk anytime you realize self-realization of who you are. That's the moment you can walk. And then sometimes in this plane, in this realm, we always have to basically tell me before it happened. But sometimes God don't tell us what's happening. You know why? Because we gonna mess it up. That's basically. So sometimes he give you drop little nuggets. And you know why? Because he's the greatest architect. Greatest. I would have never in my life thought I would be being a vegan. Ever. I like all that. But I never thought I would be a vegan. And it didn't take me overnight to do this. What happened was I had a dream. And even in having that dream, it took me about 2 years. And I'm like, oh, that's what that was. Call me slow. I don't know. I've been given like schematics and everything. I'm like, I'm not smart. It's not meant for you to be smart. I gave it to you. So that way, when you go places I take you, you know I sent you. So I will give it to you. That's the best thing to have when you're connected to the source. I was looking at some trees. And when I was looking at trees, I thought about it. I said, I don't want no dead presidents. I want trees. Because that's where your dead president come from. Trees. So, the dead presidents come from trees. So give me the source. That's what I want. So I'm going to stay connected to God. Because no matter what you have, if you're not connected to God, you have nothing. Don't you see it? People with billions of dollars, people who's poor, it don't matter. They still trying to kill themselves because they learn the happiness comes from within. You can have a lot of money and still not be happy. You could be poor and still not be happy. It doesn't matter. What matters is, it does matter, health or wealth, it does matter to a certain extent. But what I'm trying to tell you, happiness is from within. And sometimes, like I was given certain things, I would get carnal with it and try to do it carnal way, not knowing that I just didn't know because I was raised. And I love them too. I love them. Church of God in Christ, I do love. But I come to realize that Church of God in Christ is a step to another level. You don't stay there. When you become who you truly are, you don't stay there. You go step higher and higher. You go step, to another level. You just don't stay there. You elevate. So, it's just so many things I learned. And especially when my mother passed, I was like, she's a good person, everything. I'm not saying, it's not that anything, being a diabetic, being sugar, I didn't know that if you're a diabetic and you keep eating the food, when you're diabetic, basically the doctors say, stop eating this or you're going to die. That's what they should tell you. Why do they do that? They should say, if you're diabetic or if you're if you're sugar, you're very sensitive to sugar, high blood pressure, they should say, you know what, you only have a year to live, basically. They should tell you that, to scare the bejeebies out of you, so that you would be like, you know what, I'm not eating that anymore. But, they don't tell you that, because that's not what it's for. It's for to get you just to be just there. Just there. It's not for anything else but for you to be right where you're at. Right where you're at. Because it's everybody's category where they won't do what is supposed to be done. But at least ask me not to eat certain foods, but they don't. But anyway, what I'm saying is, basically, we have to learn to, it's like when our parents and everything, they eating certain things, they never stopped. They just kept eating the same thing. And guess what? We so powerful. We took the things that they gave us, which was nothing, and created something. That's how powerful we are. That's how you can tell that we can move mountains. We could turn water into wine because we did it back in the days. And that DNA is still in all of us. But we have to learn to awaken it. So that's what, I learned a lot of things. But I'm grateful because going to church, it teaches you. And I'm still going to church no matter what. Because it teaches you spirituality, but at the same time, it's all you have to know. You have to know the spirituality, because it says, how can you understand earthly things, spiritual things, you can't, heavenly things, you can't even understand earthly things. So it's like, and basically the masses, they tell you already it's only 2% or 3% really know the truth. And then they hide everything in plain sight. So you got to be mindful of what you're eating and what you've been given, so that we won't pass it on to our babies. But sometimes we pass it on not knowing that shouldn't be. But did it have to take my mother to pass away for me to wake up? Did it have to take my father to pass for me to wake up? Did it have to take me to have to really look into my health before I wake up and be like, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop using deodorant, because deodorant has a lot of aluminum in it, and we don't need heavy metals. It got all kind of stuff in there that clogs up your pores. It clogs it up. So why would I want to clog up my lymph nodes? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to put toothpaste in my mouth they got natural toothpastes. Them are good. But I'm saying, why would I want to put Colgate, which if you look at let me not talk about the companies, because I'm not going to do that. But listen, certain ingredients, sugar, why would you want that in your teeth? Why would you want to decay your teeth? So certain things we got to look into. And then some people say, this gets me when they say, guess what? We just pray over the food. Did Peter or Paul or Peter, one of them told him, just pray over your food. Okay, boy, let's pray over the drugs. Let's pray over cigarettes. Let's pray over weed. Let's all just kick it, right? You know better, so you do better. I don't need that crap saying pray over the food. It's still, I know a bunch of people are killed. Cancer is running rapid, which it shouldn't be, but it is. Colds and all that stuff. Everything is running rapid. Why? Because it's a systematic system that needs to get paid. And if you gonna keep being a part of it, it's already been told, come out from among these people. Remember, even if you look, they said, my brother has said, I seen him on one of his pictures, he said something about some things change, but really it stays the same. You know what that saying is, but he's just saying everything is basically the same. So we keep revolving, being tricked. Keep feeding the lies. We keep feeding everything. I don't know we can pray over everything. I'm just saying, when we know better, we do better. And a lot of things, they starting to rethink about the pyramid of, I'm talking about the pyramid of the food system. Like some cultures, when you're ready to die, guess what they do? They feed you more. I said, what? They said, yeah, you're only supposed to be eating 1 meal a day. I said, huh? Sometimes 2 days. Wait for 2 days. If you want to, I was like, shoot. I got to get on that level. But I did do one time a 3-day fast with nothing, like a 3-day dry fast. And I felt good afterwards, but that's pretty hard. But I'm saying different cultures, they doing certain things. Our culture is beautiful because we get to, venture out in a lot of things because there's so many things here. But what was his name? During the battle, David. Remember when he got captured and he went and he was a prisoner and they was trying to feed him and trying to get him to be involved with their culture? You know what he said? He said no, because he wanted to keep his temple good. He didn't want to defile a temple. Now, he was in jail. Was he in church then? No. He was talking about his body. So he said, let me tell you this. He told them, why don't you let me, that's why they do the Daniel fast. I mean, not David, I'm sorry, Daniel. They do the Daniel fast. So Daniel did all fruits and vegetables because he said, I'll be strong. We can't accept everything a culture bring to us. The mere fact that you see color tell you how strong of a people we are. So, what I learned to do is breathe. For every situation, breathe. Take a deep breath. Breathe. Fill your stomach up. You know how you go to the doctor and they want to listen to your lungs and stuff? They put it on you and they tell you take a deep breath. Even when you sing, I'm a singer. I have to fill up my whole area, my stomach area. And I fill it up for them good notes. Them long notes, I fill this area up. So just imagine when you fill it up, guess what? You actually get all your oxygen. And another thing is, so many women done got their tubes tied. We didn't know. I got mine tied. I was like, I don't want no more kids. That matter of fact right there, you better be doing some breathing to get them organs to moving. Yeah, you better send some energy down here, to your ovaries. I still come on my menstrual and stuff like that. But I was like, tie them up, take them out. They just tied them, but they ain't take them out. If I wanted to, I could have another one, but right now, So, you got any type of organs you done had taken out, breathe. You bring life to it, no matter if it's there or not. Breathe. Your body don't know the difference. But if you can send oxygen to every organ, breathe. And fill your stomach up with air. And then release. And when I do that, I notice my skin, I'm brighter and I'm like perkier and everything. Like I done went into a spa or something just for my breathing. I just started back on my breathing. I wasn't doing it. I started back on a meditation. And I noticed my skin and everything. I'd be ready to I put Jimmy to sleep. It's like, no, I'm just playing. But the breathing. You need to breathe. And keep breathing. And don't let life knock the breath out of you. Okay. I just wanted to do an intro. I'm about to do an organic kitchen. It's just me doing an organic kitchen. Nothing fancy. Just me. It's like And nobody is no better than nobody. You can give me advice. All I'm saying is I'm telling you what I've been through. That's all I can tell you is about me. That's all. So, guess what? I love you and I love you for real. And I get so excited when I see people win. When I see somebody winning, I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. But I like to see people win. And at the same time, man, ask questions. Because when you ask questions, you get answers. Feeling sad? Well, I'm feeling sad. Just speak it. If you want something to manifest, stay in that vision in the morning or before you go to bed. I just started back on. I got knocked off. Got back on. I'm concentrating. We need each other. I don't know what you went through. When I see people, I see a book that if I read it, you never know how it can impact my life. If you read my book, which is me, just conversation or YouTube channel, whatever, we can help each other. Because really, when I see you, I see me. And I want me to win. That's why I want you to win. Because you me. When I see you, I see me. That's how I feel. That's how I love. I love people. When I see my elders, it'd be like, whoo. I wish I could just buy them a new house, everything. Because that's just, if I see you, you see me. If I see you, I see you, and you see me. It don't matter. We all together, one under this, like when you go and look into, like right now, it's dark outside. I love to go outside and look into the stars. And the reason why I do that is because I'm like, I'm right here, but there's people everywhere. And we up under this one big roof. We all, together, looking at the same star no matter where you are. You could look up and we could look at the same actual galaxy. We could look at the same stars and all that, which is beautiful. It's beautiful out there. I look at the moon and everything. In the morning, I look at the sun, because some people can't look at it. So you have to look at certain things and look at them. Like some people, I stopped smelling flowers and stuff. I'm just not smelling flowers. Some people stop looking at the sun and the moon because it's always got your head down. Matter of fact, I got this right here. What's good too is your posture. So it's good to have your posture together. So I got one of these to keep your posture on point. But we all been in different relationships, and it's like, shoot, some men be making you mad. You have to do an uppercut. But guess what I learned? This is how you get them. Let me tell you how you get them. What you do is get them to apologize. Just get them calm, on the phone, whatever, and they apologize. And then hang up. I'm not saying hang up on them. Then they're going to be like, wait a minute, I just apologized. They're going to probably try to call your number back, and then you just be out ended. He apologized, so you don't have to carry that in your heart. But I woke up this morning and I said my intention for today is to feel love. I feel love. My intentions for today was to feel love. I feel love. So, but these right here are really good. And I just wanted to come on here and tell you about Haritaki. And Haritaki is the king of herbs for me. You talking about you want some bright eyes? Make you sit this in some water. I started back on it. We're going to see. I'm going to take everyday picture of it. And make your hair shine. I I be spraying in my children. They know to come, look on the dresser and spray that in their hair. Haritaki spray. I just make it, sit them in water. I create a jug, a big jug. I put some in this hairspray. I drink some every morning. I spray it all over my face as a face toner. I spray it on my hair. Oh my goodness, it feels so soft. But that's all. But we got this. We got the workout, organic, coming at you, YouTube channel. So stay tuned. Organic kitchen, vegan. All right. Boop, bow, boop, bow. Talk to you later.